What if everything your school taught you about money was designed to keep you broke? Think about it. 12 years of school. They taught you algebra, the mitochondria, the water cycle. But nobody, not one teacher, ever sat you down and explained compound interest, assets versus liabilities, or why the rich keep getting richer while the rest of us keep working harder and still falling behind. Today, I'm going to share the 7 money rules that wealthy people live by, rules that are never taught in school. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why. But first, let me show you where the system actually broke. Here's something nobody talks about. The modern school system was designed in the industrial age to create workers, not owners, not entrepreneurs, not investors, workers. John D. Rockefeller himself funded the first public school boards. His goal, and I quote, "I don't want a nation of thinkers, I want a nation of workers." Now, I'm not saying there's a conspiracy, but when you understand who designed the system and why, suddenly your financial illiteracy doesn't feel like your fault anymore. Rich Dad, Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki said the rich buy assets. The poor and middle class buy liabilities and think they're assets. So what's the difference? An asset puts money in your pocket, a liability takes money out. A house you own and rent out, asset. A car loan, liability. Stocks that pay dividends, asset. That designer handbag, liability. But here's where people get confused. And this is critical. Your home? Unless it's generating income, it is not an asset. It's the largest liability most families own. Wealthy people obsess over building asset columns. Every single month, they ask one question: does this put money in my pocket or take it out? 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. The top 1% own more wealth than the bottom 90% combined. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. 7. Not 1, not a side hustle. 7. Let that sink in, because that's where we're going next. School teaches you to work for money. The wealthy teach their children to make money work for them. That's the entire secret right there. There are 4 ways to make money in this world. Number 1, trading your time for money, a job. Number 2, owning a system that generates money, a business. Number 3, having money make more money, investments. Number 4, creating something once that pays you forever, royalties, licensing, intellectual property. School only teaches you number 1. And the tragic part, it's the least scalable of all 4. Your time is finite. Money isn't. The wealthy spend their lives moving from quadrant 1 to quadrants 2, 3, and 4. And it starts with a mindset shift. Here's something even most adults don't know. The wealthy don't pay the same kind of taxes you do. Not because the system is rigged. Well, okay, partly. But because they understand a legal tax strategy that anyone can use. But before we get there, we have to talk about the one financial concept that Albert Einstein called the 8th wonder of the world: compound interest. Einstein reportedly called it the 8th wonder of the world. He said those who understand it, earn it. Those who don't, pay it. Here's what compound interest means in the simplest terms. You earn interest on your interest. Your money grows on top of its own growth. If you invest just $200 a month starting at age 25, at a 10% average annual return, by the time you're 65, you'll have over $1.3 million. You only put in $96,000. The rest? Compound interest. Wait for it, because now flip that. If you start at 35 instead of 25, same investment, same return, you end up with $452,000. You lost $850,000 because you waited 10 years. This is why wealthy families start early. Not because they're smarter, because they understand time is your greatest financial asset. And school never told you that. Quick quiz. What would you rather have, $1 million today or 1 penny that doubles every day for 30 days? Think about it. Your answer is in 3, 2, 1. The penny. Day 30, $5.3 million. That's compound interest in action. Now back to the rules. Okay, the tax secret I promised you. Here's what wealthy people understand that most people don't. In most countries, the tax code is written for business owners and investors, not employees. When you have a job, you earn money, then you pay taxes, then you spend what's left. That's the employee sequence. But business owners, they earn money and spend on business expenses first, then pay tax on what remains. And investors, they use capital gains rates, which are often lower than income tax rates. This is not cheating. This is not illegal. This is the actual tax code doing exactly what it was designed to do. Reward people who take economic risk and create jobs. The good news? You don't need to be a millionaire to start using these strategies. An LLC, a side business, investment accounts. These are tools available to anyone. But school never opened the toolbox. Stop. Before we go any further, I need you to understand something fundamental. All 5 rules I'm about to finish, they're worthless unless you fix this first. Every wealthy person I've ever studied had one thing in common before their first dollar. They changed how they thought about money. Let me explain. Scarcity mindset says, money is hard to get. There's never enough. I can't afford that. Rich people are greedy. Abundance mindset says, money is a tool. I can create more. How can I afford that? Wealth is available to anyone willing to learn. Here's why this matters. Your brain literally filters reality based on what you believe. Psychologists call it the reticular activating system. Basically, you see what you're looking for. A scarcity thinker walks into a party and sees competition. An abundance thinker walks into the same party and sees collaboration, opportunity, connection. So ask yourself honestly, which voice do you hear more in your head? And when's the last time you questioned whether that voice is even yours or something it was taught to say? Remember, the average millionaire has 7 income streams. Let's break that down practically. The 7 most common are earned income, your job, profit income from a business you own, interest income from savings and bonds, dividend income from stocks, rental income from property, capital gains from selling appreciated assets, royalty income from intellectual property. Now, do you need all 7? Absolutely not. But wealthy people don't rely on one. And if you have only one, you're one layoff, one health crisis, one economic shock away from disaster. Start with one, master it, then build the next. A dividend stock here, a digital product there, a rental down the road. The wealthy didn't build 7 streams overnight. They built them one at a time. There was a janitor at a hospital in Vermont. His name was Ronald Redd. He drove a used car. He wore a safety pin to hold his coat together. When he died in 2014, he left $8 million to charity in his local library. He had no special education, no inheritance, no business. He bought stocks in companies he understood, and he held them for decades. Ronald Redd wasn't exceptional. He was patient, and he knew rule number 7, Rule 7. The wealthy play the long game. And in a world of get-rich-quick schemes, 72-hour crypto pumps, and influencer flexes, this is the most radical thing you can do. Warren Buffett made 97% of his wealth after the age of 65. 97%. Because he started early, invested consistently, and never stopped. Impatience is the wealth killer. People sell when markets drop. They chase the hot stock, they panic, and every time they do, they restart the compound clock from 0. The wealthy don't try to time the market. They spend time in the market, and they're bored while they do it. There's no thrill, no drama, just disciplined, boring, patient money accumulation. And you know what's funny? The most exciting financial story you'll ever have happens in silence, over decades, while you're living your life. So, back to where we started. Why doesn't school teach this? I think the honest answer is complicated. Some of it is system design, some of it is that teachers were never taught it either, and some of it is that financial literacy doesn't have a standardized test. But here's what I know for certain. The information exists. It's in books, it's in courses, it's in conversations with the right people, and yes, it's in videos like this one. You don't get a pass for not knowing what you weren't taught, but you do get a second chance. Starting right now. 7 rules. Let's say them together one more time. Rule 1, buy assets, not liabilities. Rule 2, make money work for you. Rule 3, start compound interest now. Time is everything. Rule 4, understand the tax code the way wealthy people do. Rule 5, build an abundance mindset. Rule 6, create multiple income streams. Rule 7, play the long game. If this video changed how you think about even one of these, then I've done my job. And if you want to go deeper, I put together a free resource in the description below. It breaks down every single one of these rules with action steps you can take this week. Subscribe if you want more videos like this, because next week, we're breaking down how to actually read a financial statement, something 99% of people have never done, and that literally every wealthy person understands. See you then. Remember, the best investment you will ever make is in yourself. See you in the next one.